Hmm. Right. This is just a test. I will start streaming. Um, a minute, please. I'm going to be starting some streamings talking about several issues or themes, if you like politics, like philosophy, whatever I feel like talking about. This was just a little test. I'm not even in my setup that I am creating, I'm taking care of. I'm just here with my picture of a boat in a river in a village. Not very valuable, but valuable to me because my dad gave it to me. Now, today, let's just talk a little about what are my goals with this channel. It is simply to talk about everything and nothing. To talk about politics, to talk about philosophy, to talk about life, talk about death, why not? To talk about everything. Uh, I do not want to talk about how can I put it? I do not want to talk about easy things, it's very easy to speak about things that are easy, that are not hard to approach. And I really think we need to have a discussion about hard things to talk about. We need to talk about the world we're living in, how unsafe it is, and we just need to have a talk. Hello, Jean. And this is really what I'm just going to be talking about. This is just a test. I'm just testing things up, testing the setup. I just like in my videos, I won't be talking with a script. We may have a team, an idea. For example, we might make a stream about Brexit, a stream about America, a stream about the rearming of Europe and all these issues we've been having. But I just want to keep things, how will I put it, free. Because just like in life, I don't like to be bounded to a certain idea. I don't want, just like in politics, I always describe myself as a free thinker because I do not believe that ideas, that feelings should be in a box, if I make myself understood. Also, I will ask you to forgive me because English is not my first language, as we can see. My first language is Portuguese and also German that I learned when I was a little kid with my grandfather, was half German. I have some other origins, but this is the main one, Portuguese and German. But I will try to speak slowly. When I speak slowly, I think I'm understandable enough. And this is it. Just a little stream right here, midnight in Portugal. Um, just to present myself and present this new phase of my videos, where I will be talking about hard subjects. No, with with no bias, just my ideas and my opinions that you can argue with me, you can say I'm not right, you can say I am right, you can do whatever you want. As long as we are all polite, no issues for me. But I thank you, Jeannie, for stopping by. I will be ending the stream right now. This was just a test, but the next stream I make, I will. Yes, I had to learn other languages. I had to learn other languages from a very early age. I started with my grandfather with the German. I was around 3 or 4. I don't recall it. It became a part of me. Now I speak German like a native. Uh, and then I learned French, I think, English around 7, and some others due to work. As I said, I was a baker for now. I'm approaching half of my life. So at 25, I'm almost 50. I'm getting old. Uh, so I even learned Italian when I was learning how to make pizzas. So life has this funny way of teaching us a lot of things. Some are bad, some are good. For me, I have no issues in speaking a languages that is not my mother tongue. I consider my two mother tongues Portuguese and German because they are the main influences in my life, both culturally and ethnically. Uh, as my mother usually says, we could live in both countries and we could pass as how you say it, natives of both countries. But my mother, she doesn't like to speak German, and she didn't learn too much. My grandfather, we you have to put it into perspective. We were living in a dictatorship, so we had all to be Portuguese, Catholic, and very poor and very well behaved. That was the rule in her time. So I think my grandfather, he did not like that. He was a hardworking man. We were not rich, no, but he was a little bitter man because he only spoke German with his mother. So I guess that when he saw that I had this ability to learn different languages, and I do have it, I won't deny it, he decided, he just looked at me one day and said, "Look, I only spoke German with my grandmother. Sorry, I only spoke German with my mother. So you, Antonio, my first name is Antonio. Okay, you are going to learn German with me." And so we did. He he sat me down and he started speaking German with me, and that is how I learned it. I learned it by speaking it, and that is a very German way of doing things. But that was Grandpa, a man with a lot of defaults, a lot of defects. Sorry, but also with a lot of virtues. One of them was the value of hard working, the ethics of working, of being correct, and I missed the guy. But no worries. He was born in 1917 and he died a very old man, surviving a cancer and all of that. So, but that is life. So, I got to wrap this up. I have work tomorrow, I work all week. I will also be talking a little about what I do, but I will always have to keep a low key on it because I'm working at it. Aber natürlich, wir können in Deutschen gesprochen. Das ist nicht ein Problem für mich. Ich habe nicht Deutsch gesprochen in vielen Jahren, aber kann alles verstanden und alles gesprochen. Das, kein Problem. So, and sorry if my accent is sometimes a little archaic, but you have to remember that my grandfather's mother, she came from East Prussia. She did not live there very long because she moved to France with her godmother, who was a French national, and then they. I don't know the details very well. I don't know. No, I don't recall the details very well. But I guess her godmother and her godfather, they had some companies in not companies, businesses in Spain, and then that brought them here to Portugal. They worked in the shipping business, I think, shipping things out of the Portuguese colonies into Europe and selling them and all of that. But they were French, those her godmother and her godfather. But that is no problem. Et on peut parler aussi au français. Ce n'est pas difficile pour moi aussi, mais I will be speaking mainly in English because it's easier to speak with people in English because almost everyone understands English. Even if even with all the USA is doing, I don't think that will change much, and English will continue to be a bridge that unites us all. And some people have issues with that about not speaking in Portuguese or just speaking in English to let themselves be understood. But I don't see why, you know. But that's my problem. Right now, I really have to go. Ginny, have yourself a very good evening, and I will see you in the next one.